Hi, everybody, and welcome to Unleash Your Quantum Success and the One Command in Your Quantum Mind. Thank you. This is Asara Lovejoy, and of course, you can see me on the side page there. And, my message is going to be what it has always been, that you are greater than you even can currently imagine. And I'm so excited to be able to present the Unleash Your Quantum Mind webinar to take you on a journey where you're going to really tap into, hear the sounds of, and see the light about your own greatness and how you are capable of creating a life exactly the way that you want that life to be created. When you dive into the quantum thinking, you can understand that you have a mind that reaches 90 billion times larger than your capacity to think in your regular logical thinking mind. And if you just imagine, let's just say that you use 10% more capacity of your intelligence with ease and relaxation and confidence and security in your choices. What if you just increased it 10%? What do you think would be the results of your thoughts into actions in the world, of your thoughts into increasing your business or having a better relationship or overcoming a debilitating condition in your body? What would that be like for you? That's why we want to get familiar with and become friends with the quantum reality and the quantum field. And yeah, I'm going to be covering some quantum science, but just a little. We don't need to go off the deep end, but the quantum science really has evoked the understanding of how we are already operating in a field of intelligence. And we want the message and the map of how we can connect into that intelligence and put it to use in our daily life. And so here we go. So what is the quantum field? So Ethan Siegel, a scientist that has been out there for quite a while, says that for the most part, everything we can observe in the universe, we can observe the principles of general relativity. That's the principle governing, for example, gravity. And we can see the quantum field theory principles of quantum relativity. And those principles govern the other known and unknown forces. And it's important to be able to say known and unknown forces, because the scientists haven't even been able to identify or say what these unknown forces are capable of in our understanding of how we create reality and how the universe operates. Now, the next step is, what do we do with these known and unknown forces in you? So we're going way, way out there into the universe, into the quantum field, into the black space, that void of space, into neutrinos, into all quarks, black holes, all of that these, astrophysicists and scientists have investigated for years and years and years. So one of those is the Higgs field theory. And it says that elementary particles acquire mass by interacting with a field. That's the Higgs field. So the Higgs boson field says when you interact with the field, you give shape and size to everything that exists. So thought is, now you have to make a quantum jump. So you could say that if you threw a marble into the field, the marble would interact with everything in terms of shape and size. If you throw a thought into the field, because our thinking is created by electrical charges, we have our Hertz vibrational frequency of our brain waves, of our different brain waves. So if you throw a thought into the field, it can interact with the field, and your brain activity of electrical charge can interact with the field and create matter. That means something with size and shape. So I would love you to just embrace this concept and this principle that as you are thinking, we know that your thoughts create your subconscious experiences in life, and we know they define your everyday activities and where you are on the path of your own personal growth. But now let's go quantum. Let's go to unleash the quantum power within you and just take it for truth that you can send a thought into the field and it interacts with that thought and comes back by creating matter, creating something with size and shape. So we're talking about this from the principle of you creating more money in your life, or excelling in your business, or taking your business to the next level. Or maybe you're in a career change, you're ready to retire and you want to do something new. Or as I said before, it works with every principle of every idea of anything that you want to create, that you have the power to go have a conversation with a quantum field by sending your thought there. And of course, our activity of how we create that interaction is through the one command in our 6-step process. Now, you tap into the field by our 6-step process through the theta brainwave. And the theta brainwave resonates out as far as the known universe. So when you're thinking a thought, you're going out as far as in theta, while you're in theta, you're going out as far as the universe with your thought to have that interaction. So when you make a command, you're commanding that the field interact with your thought, and you actually bring the information as you come back down into your body from making a command. You actually bring that information into your brain, which creates new neurotransmitters for that thought to exist, and in your body. And so that open potential of where you can create in any direction then becomes a thought, feeling, an image that is like your current thoughts, only now this is a new thought. So you're up leveling, you're increasing a thought. So for example, if you want to have more self-worth, if you are kind of in conflict about, and I've worked with CEOs in multi-million-dollar corporations that say, well, you know, I don't know if I deserve this. They have an issue with self-worth. So it's a human condition. Most all people that I interact with have, you know, shared that they have that feeling inside of them of their value and their worth, and they would like to feel better about themselves. They'd like to hear a better sound of words in their head, to see a better picture of themselves. So when you make a command, you're going into the field. You make a command, I don't know how I value myself and I see my worth. I only know I value myself and I see my worth. And then as you come back down into your body, you're bringing that vibration of that transmission into your unconscious programming. So your unconscious programming is now going to believe that command. And the reason is that you have the power to make that change within you. So some of the qualities of being able to go into theta and make those commands is that the field is unlimited in its potential. As I said earlier, the field is neutral. It doesn't matter what you want to create. It exists in the field, the potential for you to create a reality of any kind. Oh, you know, I don't know how I'm a millionaire. You want to get a millionaire's consciousness in your body, brain, and unconscious mind, and in your DNA. So you command that you create matter, that thought, come back into your body to unleash the power of being a millionaire in the skin and cells and mind of yourself. You can command to know a new thing, a new thought, feeling, idea, and create it in the field while in theta. And as you create that thought and make the command, it arrives in your brain to become a new program, a new, what I call baseline of reality. So we already make change. That's part of our life. We already change our mind and change our thoughts because we want something different. Why not change your brain and change your thoughts on purpose with exactly your idea in mind? Now, childhood programs frame every idea you have about life and how you cope with or avoid those ideas about your childhood and how you see yourself in your family are the essence of your success or your limits, because you repeat those same childhood thoughts and feelings. Those are called your subconscious programs, and you repeat them in every experience that you have. And so, for example, if you have a difficult childhood, ooh, ow, ooch, looking at the picture hurts. So your hurt feelings and your limited ideas of what you have to be who you are and survive and to be loved were formed before you were 6 years old. So can you see how a 6-year-old point of view is a limited one? I don't want to stay on this side too long, but the more trauma or the more criticism or the more chaos or the more judgment in your life at an early age, the deeper set the programs are based on the 6-year-olds or 3-year-olds evaluation of why those conditions were happening to you. So these old decisions have power over you, and they're based on those situations that no longer exist, that you process over and over again unconsciously. In essence, your subconscious is frozen as a child in the experiences from the past. And do you want to keep them? Ask yourself, do you want to keep them? Do you want to keep those frozen experiences? Yes, no, hey? So one of the things is that when you I like to say it this way. People feel that their past is sacrosanct, meaning it's so sacred, you can't mess with it, you can't change it. You're going to have to live with it. Well, that's an old way of thinking. Even the fact that you learn lessons from it that's okay. But what if you just dissolved it? What if you dissolved it? I mean, just think about that and kind of tune in on that for a minute. If you dissolved your past, you'd say, well, who am I? Where's my ego? Who am I? I'm defined by my pain, right? I'm defined by the lessons I learned. I'm defined by my experiences. That's a choice whether you want to be frozen in those experiences or whether you would like to change those experiences and do something different. The emotional pain and judgment against yourself and others always come from a mistaken decision about you. Another favorite thing I say to my clients is when we're doing processing to do clearing is to say, when they criticized you, did you ever stop to think mom and dad were just wrong? They just had it wrong? That you really are a great person, that you really have a great capacity, that you really can assert yourself and be out in the world exactly the way you want. You can learn to communicate and connect with other people rather than standing alone, and feeling not supported. The truth is that you're capable of making this change. You're capable of it. You have the capacity to change your life by identifying and changing the patterns that keep you locked in the smaller sphere of influence with fewer choices. And the value, of course, of changing is that those hopes, wishes, dreams, and desires that you've had can be realized. And when we're making a change, I want you to understand it's also a biological change and a neurological change. And it's getting rid of old habits of thinking that are like addictions. So when you're getting rid of old habits of thinking like addictions, you have detoxification going on. Your body changes, your emotions come up, and you want to have a system to shift that matter, that physical matter that you're releasing in your body. And you want, as well as the command. So they go together. So when you're making a change, I don't know how I easily let my body reorganize. I don't know how I easily let my brain, body, and DNA easily reorganize to the effect I want to have in the world. And the only thing that limits us from making that next jump in success, I love business, so I like to use a business example, that if you want to expand your business from, say, $10,000 or $20,000 a month to $50,000 or $100,000 a month, your energy field has to be different, and your inner thought process has to be different. You know, you can never perform, you can never outperform your thinking. So that's really important. You can never outperform your thinking. When you are not, when you haven't got the capacity of the right thoughts, energy, and the right information within you, you'll repeat and repeat the pattern that you're currently in. So you have to change the inner dialogue to be able to change the outside circumstances. And you have to understand, and I love this part because this is what I really want you to get. Listen, you are the creator. You're creating your consciousness as you're repeating it internally within your subconscious. And of course, most of it is below your awareness. But you now are learning a skill and a tool that tells you you have the right to create a new past, a new present, and a new future as a resultant consequence. And you can do it by your command, by going into the field, the quantum field, unleashing the power of the quantum field, and making a command of what you want instead of what you have. So your feelings, emotions, or beliefs are yours to choose at any moment. Just the other day, I really had a wonderful example of a gal was having an epiphany where, oh, she said, I've been blaming others for the conditions in my life, that they have power over me. And I realized that it makes me sad, but I realized that I have not ever expressed what I want because I really had a bully dad. I really had a bullyish father, and he was very violent. So I was very afraid of expressing myself. But now that I realized that fear was in my body and that fear was in my head and my mind, I commanded to clear it. I commanded to release it. I commanded to have new experience of safety in the world and being able to express myself and take my power and explain for what I want and stand up for what I want. And it's a whole difference between being in a vacuum and a victim to being in charge of your thinking. And it's a change. So it's a chemical change in your body as well as a emotional change. And it's a super intelligence change. Your subconscious is just your repository of all your thoughts. It doesn't care whether you're unhappy or happy. It doesn't care whether you are feeling judged or whether you're judging others or where you're feeling empowered. It doesn't matter. And what you think and imagine is just as real to your subconscious. And what you command is just as real to your subconscious as what you currently are holding neurologically wired in your brain. The mind, they've done tests, laboratory tests with many people, and had the one group do athletic development, like lifting weights and seeing, if they could get their muscles bigger. And then they had another group imagine lifting weights. And the people that were imagining lifting weights got an 82% increase of their muscles. That's pretty good. 82% just by imagining it. Well, do you think that might eliminate a lot of hard work? if you know that you can imagine the results that you want, and that if you are able to command the results you want and imagine the results you want, that your subconscious mind will accept it as reality. And when we have the body believe every thought, then you have a frequency and a resonance that resonates out in the world. That thought creates a frequency, or it's electrical charge, and that resonates in the world, and the world responds, and you have brand new experiences. So, let's just kind of rewind or review it, because you have the power to change. So as I said earlier, you already changed. And when you sleep at night, when you go into the deep REM, rapid eye movement sleep, that is when you actually make change. When you have an experience during the day and you're learning something new, or you're designing a new program, or you're beginning to create a new product, or you're wanting to increase your communication with your family, or have a more loving relationship with your children, or being able to heal your body, whatever that you are creating or thinking about and concentrating on and experience during the day, when you go into the theta state, REM sleep at night, is when the brain chooses to accept that experience and build it into your neurology and your biology. So we don't learn while we're doing it. We learn at night when we're asleep, integrating it. And when you're in that REM sleep, you're also open to creating brand new ideas. That's when, Einstein was trying to solve the light relativity, and he went to sleep, woke up in the morning with, oh, I got it, E = mc squared. And you've heard me say that before if you know me. So many people have said, I don't know, I got to think about it, I'm going to sleep on it. And then they wake up in the morning with clarity, right? Yeah, okay. So when you're sleeping, you're in the theta brainwave. So that's why the power of the theta brainwave has such an effect on your subconscious mind and your neurology, because it's already set up. You're already designed. This is your theta button that you're already designed to be able to create a new thought, a new experience by the new frequency of the thought, the new vibration, and the new resonance out in the world. Now, again, I mentioned that people are hesitant to say, well, what if I gave up my past? Now, doesn't that define who I am? Well, let's just answer that by saying that you have the right to change. The moment's over. Like, we're talking, and the moment we started this conversation, that's over. The moment's over of the past. So you want to have the right to change any experience of the past. Let it go and dissolve it. Think it. Sure, that was great. You gave me what I needed to know. I grew from it. I'm a better person from it. Or you might still be, affected by it. But you can say, if I appreciate you and let you go, I have the right to change. You can update your choices by bringing in new loving feelings within yourself, by new feelings of self-worth. You can have the right to feel accepted and appreciated. And you can create that feeling of acceptance and appreciation within you and others, that you appreciate others. I have a couple of people that are in sales, in especially real estate sales. And one of the things that I say to them often is, they say, I really had a difficult client, and boy, my hackles got up, my buttons got pushed. And I say, listen, the thing you want to look at is not what they are thinking about you or how you're feeling judged. What you want to look at is what you're thinking about the other person. Can you find one thing you like about them? I mean, maybe it's the color of their eyes, or maybe they dress nicely. If you can find something that you like about the other person, then you're not concentrating on what your feelings are. You're concentrating on what you can give in the interaction, how you can be present, how you can keep yourself centered, confident, knowing who you are and what you want to accomplish. Oops. So when you're in this process of going up into the field, making your change, then the next thing people often say, well, what do I command? Sarah, what do I command? So I say, meet yourself in the moment, tell the truth, and meet your next thought. Ask if you want to keep or change it. And then, of course, you can go through the 6 steps and make the one command. So what does it mean to meet yourself in the moment? It means to tell the truth, right? Gee, I'm really excited. I'm exuberant. I'm happy. I'm ready to go. I feel challenged. I feel I'm right on target. Or, gosh, I'm a little nervous. I'm sad. Just don't think I can make this happen. I'm confused. So if you're any of those things, you say to yourself, I told the truth about where I am and what do I want instead? What do you want instead? I know it's the habit of your body to be used to those kinds of states, that you're used to the pattern of whatever keeps you down, tells you to stop, where you don't see the pictures of yourself getting what you want. All of those are chemical reactions in your body from a thought. So what I'm telling you is that you can change the thought. If you change the thought, you change your whole physiology, you change your complete neurology. I don't know how I can do it. I only know I can do it now and I'm fulfilled. Woo, that feels good, right? Oh man, can you hear the sound of that in your cells of your body? I can do it. And the I don't know how part is wonderful, because you don't know how. If we knew the answer, we'd have already enacted it, right? So we're in the field saying to the field, I don't know how, I can do it. And the field says, oh, okay, I got the I can do it program. I can do it, sure. That's the open potential, let's bring that in. And you bring that into your embodiment within you of I can do it. So you're in the way of, so the way you currently react, as I said, is a habit. There's old habits, they're going to keep, mostly I'm talking about the negative old habits. You also have good old habits. You have good habits of performance, or you have good habits of enacting what it is that you want to do, or you have good habits of being in relationship with people. So, old habits that you like, keep, right? It's only the ones that are not serving you that you want to change. And then you're creating brand new habits that will take you right where you want to go. And Tony Robbins says, if you want to be effective in any area of your life, you need to update your reasons for doing what you do. We evolve. So you need to have a compelling reason for wanting to make a change. What can compel you to say that you want to accomplish that next thing on your list? And you have to practice. This isn't a one-time deal. The one command is not an affirmation where you have to say it over and over and over again. That's for sure. You only make a command once and you create a new neurological pathway and a new resonance in your body. But you have to practice the investigation of your thinking and changing your thinking from where it was to where you want it to be. And you have to find a compelling reason that you want it. What compels you? This is a little, you could call it a mission statement, but this is a little bit different than a mission statement. The compelling reason could be that you want to challenge yourself to prove that you can do it, or that you just have to serve more people in the world. You cannot be held back. You've got to reach 10,000 more people in the world. That's it. You just have to do it because that's just in you to do. Or you want to grow a multi-million-dollar company and it's just in you to do it. That's a compelling reason to change your thinking. So rather than, oh gosh, that seems like too much work, I'm going back to the television and the couch. or no, I can't get it done today, I'll put it off tomorrow. All of those things shift and change when you start to be empowered by pushing your theta button and going into making your commands and directing your life on purpose. They actually do dissolve. And what I say over and over and over again, if you've practiced the one command and you've seen results, you understand that when you get the results, it's the next natural step. If you're struggling for that up-leveling of your thinking or changing relationship or increasing that business or increasing revenue, when you've made the change internally in you, you have to be in the resonance field of a person that knows what it's like internally to have up-leveled income, up-level revenue. Once you've changed it in you, the next natural steps are so natural, there's no effort or force. If you're in the place of efforting and forcing, then you haven't come to a new energetic understanding of what you really want, what you really are having, what you're really compelling yourself to do and why you want to do it. In essence, there is a part of you, and there's always been this powerful part of you. How would you make a difference in the world living from that empowered and knowledgeable part? And what would that be like? You know, if you could wake up every day and say, I am knowledgeable and empowered and I can live my life. I mean, Joe Dispenza's, live your life exactly the way that you think about living your life today. That's kind of a reframe of what he says, if you've ever heard any of his words. So it's like thinking about that as a compelling reason. Would that be enough of a reason for you to want to make change? If you want to lose weight, you can't force your subconscious mind to lose weight unless you have a compelling enough reason to stop your weight, stop smoking, to stop drinking, to stop whatever, but to stop negative thinking, to stop limiting thinking. They're all habits. They're habits. And your body, loves to continue with what it's comfortable with. It loves that. So you have to have something that motivates you and compels you to say, I want to make this change because I'm tired of living the life I'm living now, or I'm tired, stuck at this level. I have a lot of wonderful stories of people that have made that change and how they've succeeded, from individuals to, like I said, $1 million corporations. So I'm inviting you to be consciously super conscious. And again, our old friend Einstein, he says, everything is energy, and that's all there is. I'm talking about your thoughts being energy. They have a vibration, a frequency, and a resonance. You match the frequency of that reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. You match the frequency of the reality that you want. What have I been saying? That you come into creating a new thought creates a new frequency. The new frequency is the new reality that you wish to create. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics. You can do it, and it's very, very possible. You have the power to change the course of events in your life at any point. You can shift in an instant. And with the one command, you make literal commands in the quantum field of your open potential to make a decision about what it is that you want for the next direction of your life. So you are the experiencer as well as the creator. So you create what you want, you command for what you want, and then you experience it. So your experiences in your life are an exact result of your thinking. The thoughts that you have within you are only capable, your subconscious programming makes it only possible for you to have an experience that resonates with the frequency of that experience in the outside world. That's why we're master beings. You are definitely a master being, capable of creating a reality if you wake up and know that you're doing it. If you're unconscious and you are not aware that you're up to it, then it makes it more difficult. But we want you to wake up and get used to knowing that what is your experience? Notice what's the story of your life. You've created this story. Of course, it was created unconsciously when you were 6 years old. Do you want the rest of your life to be the effect of a 6-year-old experience? No, you created the story and experiencing the story every day. Do you like your experience of life, or how would you like to improve it? Good question. Yeah, I'm wonderful. Good. We're getting so many comments on the chat. It's beautiful. So do you want more? I mean, this is high, quality caliber PhD transformative information. I love to say that all the time. So how about 8 spectacular sessions where you can dive into the quantum field, change your brain and your biology down to the DNA, which I have a whole program called Quantum Success already designed that explains in detail how the language of the DNA operates and how you change the language of the DNA when you're creating your concentration and your thoughts. We're going to have a Quantum Success Mastermind that starts November 8, and it's going to go for 8 sessions. So it's going to go through November and December, of course, off for the holidays. And we're going to go through this material in such a way that each week you get to totally immerse yourself in what we've been talking about and get to have feedback as I lead the group, and you answer questions, you ask questions, I answer questions. We have interactions, and every week there's a certain level of ideas, and I'm going to explain them in just a minute. But practice, I said, right? Practice and support, so you can learn how to make these changes for yourself on an ongoing basis. Just, one-time conversation isn't going to create that change. This just tickles your mind, tickles your brain as to the possibilities. Again, at what frequency are your thoughts vibrating? What are you resonating with in your life? Some people call it synchronicity, but I call it that you created that experience by your own field of resonance. Your frequency is inherent in every bit of publicity, email campaigns, or conversations you have with potential customers. Did you know that if you're a business person? That's why you get limited results or high-level results, because of your frequency of the vibration that your thoughts are operating at of what you want to accomplish. When you increase your vibration, increase the frequency through your thoughts, you change what you attract. And then you get the new results. And as I said before, you also have to readjust physically and biologically as you're going through that change. So it's just the Quantum Success Mastermind is designed to up-level your vibration and frequency. It's also designed to show the model of how you can do it for yourself. We're going to cover the body-brain connection, chemicals of motion, DNA and your frequency of success, the theta button, access to greater ideas and thoughts, how you normalize the process of change. What is your compelling future? You could create the compelling future, identify your beliefs. And how about remembering your new future? That's a fun one. We do processes so that you create a new future that you remember. Do you think that's empowering if the subconscious mind operates on what you have programmed it with? We're going to do clearing, seeing the value of letting the past dissolve, reforming the ego with a new future, integrating your greater intelligence with your daily world, so that as you're going through the 8 weeks, you're also going to be seeing results in your daily world. So we're also going to go through the quantum mind strategy number 1 and quantum mind strategy number 2, which is noticing and aligning, allowing, forming your commands of what you want instead, shift your vibration and resonance, integrating the shifts, supporting the body, and creating that new ground of being. Are you liking what I'm saying? There's so much we're going to do. Open to your good receiving. We're going to really, attack worthiness and receptivity. doing good for others by doing good for yourself, and principles of unlimited supply, wealth, and happiness. So the new resonance field in your connections with others, when you create that, it's a new expression of your success, and you continue doing it the natural and easy way. And do we have any questions over there, Ariel? While we're talking about what we're offering in the mastermind? Let me see. Let me just tune in for a minute here.
Yes, sorry, I lost my mouse. Trying to click unmute. We did have a couple questions actually that I was not able to answer. The first was, I have tried to heal part of my body for years now, seen various healers practice different modalities, commanded for the healing, yet the physical manifestation / change eludes me. What am I missing?
I love that. Thank you for that. I have worked with people with MS and Parkinson's and lupus and other conditions. And the first aspect of it is to not treat the disease, but to treat your mind. So you're not treating the disease, you're treating the conditions of your thinking. You can have some old subconscious programs that are affecting your body, the body and mind connection. People don't really talk about that much. So that would be one of the things that we're going to cover in the 8 weeks during the mastermind. Thank you for the question. And I could go more in depth, as I said, during the sessions where we're doing one-on-one conversations, but thank you for the question.
Sorry, we just got another one because there was one that was similar, which was what doesn't work on physical issues, which you just kind of addressed as well. But the next comment is this new content? I am an old student.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much, old student. You know, Catherine Perry has been a student for years and years and years. And the way she says it is, it doesn't matter what Asara says. She says, every time I hear it, I learn something new. And this is new content, definitely upgraded into the quantum consciousness. So we're taking a leap from ordinary consciousness into quantum consciousness. So thank you very much for that. You will absolutely see an up-leveling in where you are when you go through the 8 weeks mastermind with me, for sure, 100% guaranteed. I mean, here's bonus number 1 is the first 10 people that register are going to get 2 private sessions with me. And people that have coached with me say I'm really quick at pinpointing the hidden issues and releasing them. I connect to the success you want with humor and perceptions. One, lady says an issue that ran with her for years was dissolved in 1 session. Another one says she doubled her income after coaching with Asara in a matter of weeks, and peace of mind, joy of living. And the other one was replacing my negativity with a new way to think was astounding. And some cultures, and I work with people from different countries and different languages, and some cultures just have a habit of being critical and putting their children down, that's just the normal, natural way in which they think. And of course, we have that in our culture as well in America. But having said that, when you change that experience, your whole life and your whole world change and open. The second bonus is that you're going to get the Unleash Your Quantum Success Companion Program. So there is 8 videos that you get that is a $5.95 value that is included with the 8 weeks of the mastermind, Quantum Success Mastermind. There's, going in depth in the program about how the quantum field operates, the double slit experiment, how observation changes reality, your superpositioning for success, and the space between. And the third bonus is going to be the foundation course. And this one, the foundation course, we cover 4 videos that you get to look at. And of course, all of this at your own timing, at your own leisure, because they will show you how you use the 1 command, how and why the brain chemistry and it works. And brain biology of success, the brain wave, the theta brain wave and its importance. And so this is just a jam-packed program. And the total value of all the bonuses is $2,090. So if you want to join our, as you want to join our Quantum Success Mastermind, I'm so thrilled about presenting this program and being able to spend 8 sessions with you and interact with you on a very deep core level. My mission is to transform lives. That's my mission in life. And with this transformational thinking and the processes that you can engage in, you can see amazing results. And I mean, including, one of our participants saved her marriage. Another one got back in relationship with her family after 20 years separation. So it works at all levels in your life. Plus, we're going to give you our special thank you, 90% off and big bonus benefits, so you can attend our red hot Quantum Success Mastermind. And you'll be able to, push the theta button in your brain to unleash new skills, eliminate blocks and beliefs, instill confidence and recapture trust, imagine and take action to up-level where you are to where you want to be, and combine success with the joy and ease of living a prosperous and satisfying life. So our special thank you, the investment of the 8 weeks is normally $5,000. And we're making it available at $597 or 4 payments of $199. So we're going to have, and any other questions that I can answer about the webinar or the mastermind? Ariel? Are you there?
There were not really any more questions about the webinar or the mastermind in general.
Okay, great. So let's say yes. I'm looking forward. Yes, marketing as well. I don't know how to create marketing. Okay, I love the commands coming out on the aerials. This says great. And we have a raised hand. So is there a question with a raised hand? Can we answer that?
I do not see a raised hand.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to see that.
All right, that's great. All right, well, we're going to put a link on the page and send you an email with a link right after the webinar. And I invite you to join me for 8 wonderful sessions in November and December to get ready for 2023 and get set up with a new dynamic. I am just so totally excited about it, looking forward to it. So see you there. All right. And thank you for joining me today.